My name is Melissa Joy. I'm a senior stylist with Color Street, and I wanted to take a couple minutes and talk about some questions that I get often about my business, and then also some objections to joining the business. Maybe those are some of your same objections. They were some of mine. So I'd love to talk to you about a couple ways that I overcame those objections in my own life. Okay, so first of all, my number one question is, how much money do you make? So that obviously depends on how much time, energy, personal effort, all those kinds of things go into how much money you make in your direct owned business. But typically, generally speaking, everybody makes 25% of what they sell weekly. So every Thursday we get commission on 25% of whatever we've sold, either that we've bought ourselves through our link or that we've sold to our customers, our VIPs, people in parties. 25% baseline. And then there's also opportunities to earn extra monthly commission based on how much you sell. So if you reach a certain threshold, you'll actually can earn up to 35%. So you can get an extra 15% at the end of the month, depending on how much you sell. Also, if you grow a team, you can earn 3% of all of the sales that your downline or the people in your team make. And jump starts are the first 90 days of a new stylist's kind of career in their business. And if they reach certain jump starts, then the company actually matches those for the people that you enroll. So if you enroll somebody and then they reach these goals in their business and are rewarded, you are also rewarded, which is great. And you can also earn, this isn't exactly money, but through your personal link when people order and are shopping, not through a link that somebody who's throwing a party is making, but your own personal VIP link, you earn hostess rewards for that. So you can, at the end of your party, at the end when your link expires or when you're ready to cash in those rewards, you can actually cash those in for free and reduced nail strips. And so for me, that was a huge benefit because I loved Color Street, and that was one of the reasons I decided to become a stylist. And so just the ability to be able to earn my nail strips basically for free was huge. So you can turn in those rewards, you can use those nails for yourself, or you can turn around and sell those, and that's profit as well. All right, so another question that I get is, how much time a day or a week do you spend? And so obviously, the more time that you spend and invest in your business, the quicker and the faster it will grow. But I also say that I started Color Street when I was 3 or 4 months pregnant with my daughter. So as you can imagine, Color Street has kind of been able to work with me in the flow of life. So I have a husband, 2 dogs, 4 daughters. I work at a preschool. So there's times in my life that I'm busier than other times, and Color Street works amazing with that. Generally speaking, like I said, it varies in the seasons of life, which, it will be the same for you in your life, in your journey. There'll be times that are busier and times that are slower. Sometimes you can invest more time in your business, others not so much. But I usually spend my time in about 3 different ways. So running my VIP party, my VIP page, which is where I funnel all of my customers in. I post 3 times a day in that. That take me maybe 15 minutes. I schedule those posts in the morning or the evening, so I'm not on my phone all the time. Also, planning and posting in parties, reaching out to customers, and then reaching out to my team and making sure that they have everything they need. You don't have to do all 3 of those things in your business, but I would say as a general rule, I spend about an hour a day. Sometimes more, sometimes much less on my business. A lot of people can even do a power hour, which means if you can find 1 hour a day, or like 2 or 3 15-minute times a day to kind of knock out a couple things, and you are totally capable and able of running a business with Color Street. One of the other things I've noticed is, as probably you do, I was finding myself spending a lot of time on social media. So those times that I would spend scrolling on social media, I now have turned into kind of income producing activity. So while I'm scrolling, I might also respond to a post on my VIP page. I might also respond in a party or make a post. So some of those times that I was using before for social media, I'm now also using for social media and for running a business. All right, question number 3, do I have to host parties? That was one of my questions. I was super insecure about that. And the answer is no, you do not have to. It is an amazing way to expand your network, to meet new people and to meet new customers, but it is not required. So if that is something that is scary to you, you do not have to, but if you are ever interested and you want to, I'll help. There's lots of amazing resources, mock parties, ways to do parties that is not overwhelming or super time consuming. And if that's something you're interested in your business, I'm more than happy to help you with that, because I understand I felt the same way, pretty nervous at first. Do you have to build a team? No, you do not. I did not want to build a team when I first started as a Color Street stylist. It felt very scary and intimidating to me. However, obviously, it does help if you build a team to have more income, to be able to, reach more people. It is an amazing company that has changed my life, and so I support it, and I support other people who want to pursue their dreams in Color Street. And so you do not have to build a team, but if you want to, I would love to help. I would love to help you mentor and to mentor you as you develop your own team. But it is not a requirement. You do not have to host parties. You do not have to build a team, and you do not have like a monthly quota. So a big question I get all the time is, how much am I expected to sell? And so the answer is, there is no monthly quota that is expected. However, a really good goal to reach is $300 a month. That's called being bonus qualified. And if you're like me, when I first started, I felt like that's a huge number, but it's really not. So a normal typical order is a buy 3 get 1 free order, which is about $36. So if you just get a couple of those orders, you're really kind of on your way to $300. It's not as difficult as it sounds. So there is no monthly quota, but $300 a month is a good goal. And if you don't sell $300 in 1 month over a 6-month period, so you go 6 months without selling $300 in one of those months, the only thing that happens is that your stylist account goes inactive. So it's not like the world explodes or anything horrible happens. All right, are there any monthly expenses? There is one monthly expense. It is a $9.99 website fee. And so that's for your virtual office. That's what allows you to have a website for people to shop, to be able to create party links for other people in their parties. It's a great resource. It's very affordable. And if you sell 1 buy 3 get 1 free deal in a month, the commission from that one sale covers your monthly expense of the website fee. In the very first month that you sign up as a stylist, the fee is waived. So that's a great news. Okay, stylist discount. I hear this one all the time. What is like the benefit of becoming a stylist? What discounts do you get for it? So in short, you do not get a discount when you order as a stylist. But if you order through your party link as a stylist, you will get 25% commission back every Thursday. So it's basically a 25% discount paid back in commission, if that makes sense. Additionally, there are tons of stylist incentives, and it's hard to name them because Color Street comes up with so many amazing ones, and they're changing all the time. So it's always different. But for instance, like you can get bundle deals sometimes when a new collection comes out, you can order a bundle at a discount, and you'll still get commission on that. They give you jewelry for different things. I actually have some of them. I earned this for doing Circle of Excellence, which was something look how cute that is. Something Color Street was doing for enrollment and personal volume. I earned this, I think, for selling $300 a month, like 3 times in 3 months in a row. They'll do that a lot. So there's lots of different ways and incentives that they have that you can only get as a stylist. Okay, do you need to have on-hand inventory? The answer is no. Color Street actually recommends that you don't buy up a ton and save it as on-hand stock. However, there are ways to do that. So I live in a house full of people and full of things, and I just got this desk put in our room because my husband now works from home. But before then, I had one craft tote and a couple of nail sets and some nail prep things in my games drawer downstairs in the cabinet. So you do not need a ton of space or a ton of inventory to run a business like this. In fact, when my inventory gets too big, I don't like it because it doesn't fit in my craft tote. So I tend to have almost all of my orders made online, and that's so convenient because your customers can order it from you. It can be sent to them directly, and it doesn't take up a ton of space. You don't need an extra closet or room or anything like that for your business. However, You can cash your Hostess rewards in and they will send you free sets, and that's typically what I have used to grow my on-hand inventory, which is amazing because then you can use your nails, for yourself, which I'm kind of breaking the rules right now. I'm trying to moisturize my cuticles, so my nails are not done. Don't look at them. But you can use those sets that you get with your Hostess rewards as on-hand inventory to sell or to keep for yourself. What are the startup costs? Which is an excellent question. So right now we have a stylist kit, which is $129 plus shipping and tax. And it comes with 13 sets. So it has like solids, glitters, designs, I believe a petite and a French manicure, and then lots of samples and business supplies. So everything you need to get started in your business, to be able to send out samples. There is this Color Street Road to Success booklet, which I still have for mine. It all comes in a really cute little tote that you can carry your whole business in. And that is a one-time cost, and then that is what begins your journey as a stylist. Okay, if there are any other questions that I haven't touched on, please feel free to message me or comment or whatever, and I'll be happy to answer all of those. But those are the main big questions I had about my business and how I run it. Now, I have found 3 major objections. And I know a lot of times people give objections because they want to be polite. They don't want to just say, no, I'm not interested in this. But here are some objections that you might legitimately be having because you're interested in running the business. So the first big complaint that I hear or objection that I hear from people, that I have also actually felt all 3 of these. The first one is, who will support me? Or like, I don't have enough friends. So I hear that a lot. People will say, well, I'd love to, but I just don't know enough people. And so my response to that would be, most of the customers that I meet and that are my die-hard Color Street fanatics like myself, I actually met through social media. So I have a lot of friends that I know personally and that I'm good friends with on Facebook when I first started my business, but just through parties and through reaching out to people and asking them if they would like a sample, I've really developed a community online of people that I don't even know personally, like in another way besides social media. So I would say, like, can you think of 10 people that you really love and know and would be able to reach out to? And if so, like, I can help you develop your community of people through that. You might be amazed. You might think, I don't know that many people, but you would probably be interested to find out that you probably do know enough people and could still be really successful in a business that's primarily online, especially for me, especially during COVID and quarantine, that you do have enough people that could support you. So if that is a genuine objection of yours, I would love to help you look at your friends and look at your family and see how we could start you off successfully in a business. My second objection that I hear a lot is, I don't have the money. So for me, I felt like, man, $130, that could be a lot. And I had never been in direct sales before. And so I didn't know, man, do I have enough friends? Am I going to be successful in this? Do I really want to spend that much money? So first of all, it's actually a really reasonable cost to start a business. It has totally changed my life and the life of my family. It's something that's my own. It's something that I love and am passionate about. Surprisingly, nail polish, who would know? And also financially, it has supported my family in a great way. So the cost of the kit is actually a discount for the nails. So if you bought the kit and then never sold anything else again, you'd still kind of be getting a deal on the nails. But if you're concerned about the cost, I would say, what is a small expense that you could give up in order to make the money to afford the kit? I've heard people say, oh, I just gave up my, weekly or bi-weekly cup of coffee and saved up for a few months to be able to afford the kit. There's also lots of apps out there where you can buy something and then do monthly installments. There's ways that we can make around finding the money in your budget to afford the kit. If that is your only legitimate concern, I know a lot of people will say, I just don't have the money. And that's a kind way of saying, I just don't want to do it. But if that is a concern of yours, there's lots of ways that you can get around that. A lot of people actually, even in their parties when they first initially start, will sell all of the sets that they got in their kits, and then that actually pays for the kit itself. So you can just sell the sets that you get, and that will help you recoup the money that you spent to buy your business. So there are ways that I can help you figure that out if that's an issue for you. And the last and the final objection that I hear, and I'm sure there's more, and if you have another objection, throw it at me. I'd love to help you figure it out. But the last one is just, I don't have the time. So I 100% identify and agree with this. Like I said, I was pregnant when I started my journey with Color Street, and I honestly thought about it for a long time. Was like, no, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not the salesperson. I'm not going to do that. But I loved the product. I was sharing it with people all the time. I was wearing it all the time. I was always sending people to my Color Street friend who was selling it, and I thought, maybe I should just give it a shot. And I really, this is so true. I prayed to the Lord that he would make my business a success or make it a huge failure, so I would know if I should go on or if I should stop. But one of my huge concerns was time, because like I said, I work, I have 100 kids, I have 100 animals, I'm cleaning, cooking, all these kinds of things as a mom and a wife and somebody who's working. It just takes up your time, and time and energy are such limited resources. So my first response to that is, how much time do you think it actually takes to run a business? And like I said, it can kind of ebb and flow with the ebb and flow of your life, which is amazing. Like for instance, when I had my daughter, I pre-scheduled everything, and I had some stylist friends who posted in my group and stuff. So I had a baby and was out for 2 weeks and continued to make money and run my business. Where else is that possible when you own your own business? Okay, so if you have 15 minutes a day, you can get started in Color Street. I spend time in the morning or in the evenings posting, scheduling my posts, and other than that, you can add as much as you want. You can make it a full-time job. You can also make it a part-time job or a very, very part-time job. So I think if you want something, you can find a time for it. If you have 15 minutes to scroll on Facebook, then you have 15 minutes to run your business. So if that's a legitimate concern for you, then there is definitely time if you're willing to find and make the time. And I'd be happy to sit down with you and help you figure out when the best times are. Those are my kind of main points about how I run my business and objections or issues that I felt myself before I became a stylist and that I've heard often from other people. If you have any questions or anything else, please reach out to me about it. I actually thought about fixing my hair and putting my nails and stuff on. I did make my bed to impress you, but other than that, I really wanted you to see that real people with messy hair and messy houses and busy lives can run Color Street and have a successful and fun time doing it in a great community with an up-and-coming product that they love, that they're wearing all the time anyways. So if you are one of those people that you just keep kind of thinking about it and you're not sure, or if you just keep sending people my way because they're complimenting your nails, and if you're posting about it, sharing about it, you're already doing most of the work. You're just not earning commission on it. So I would love to help you figure out if this is a good move for your family. I don't want to convince you or pressure you into doing something you don't want to do, but I will say it has been an amazing opportunity for me and a great journey, and I'm glad that I jumped in. So if you'd like to jump in too, I would love to help you.